Hi loves, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm sharing all my tips for the famous baby boomers or French fade, whatever you want to call them. These are so trendy all year round, so if you haven't learned them, then you've come to the right video. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And if you're interested in seeing these, then just keep watching. Here's a closer look at my current nails. I did do a French fade on them. And then on top, I have the Egoista shimmery top coat. And here are some products I'm going to be using in today's video. Just some clear swatch sticks, a brush from Ugly Duckling, one from Light Elegance, and just some standard wipes to clean off the brush in between the strokes that I'm going to be doing. And these are the three pinks / peach that I'm going to be using along with the white. And the star of the show is this Wish White from Fuzion. This is my favorite for baby boomers and for milk bath nails. It blends amazing. I know other brands have these milky gels on the market, but so far Fuzion still remains to be my favorite. So my first mistake when I used to do baby boomers was make them way too thick. I felt like I always had to build them up and keep blending them to make them look nice. But trust me, if you have good products, a good brush, and a patient hand, you can make your French fade super thin and still have it look lovely and blended. So as you saw, I just put a little dollop on the tip of my brush and I am lightly blending it up. So the first thing you want to make sure is when you're doing your French fade, make about 3/4 of the nail white. Whether you have a short little nail or you have a long nail like I'm using here, because when you apply the pink over top, it's going to take a lot away from that white. It's going to cover a lot of the white up. So try your best to make the nail about 3/4 white and then apply your pink and blend it down. So for this first nail, I am using Fuzion's Repairz. This is probably my most popular combo. A lot of my ladies like the more natural French fade, and this pink is so soft and it really offers it. So here I'm just trying to show you a side view of how lightly I'm touching the tip of my brush to the pink to blend it down. And then I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds and come back and do another coat of the pink. So I'm going to do technically 2 coats of white, but how I like to do it is 1 coat of white, then 2 coats of the pink, and then I lightly go in with 1 more layer of the white, but it's just a very, very small layer. Another thing is once you go into the light, the warmth from the light will kind of make the color melt a little bit. I'm trying to think of how to word this so it doesn't sound stupid, but let's say that you do 1 nail at a time. Once you go into the light, if you quickly come out, your nail is going to be nice and warm, and then when you go and apply the white or the pink, it is going to just melt so nicely down the nail. So I highly recommend doing 1 nail or 2 nails at a time, and it just makes the blending process so much easier. So the next combo I'm showing you is Magic Gel's Natural Peach Camouflage. I absolutely love this color on its own, but I wanted to show this to you as an alternative to the traditional pink that most French fades are. I honestly think this would be such a beautiful color on deeper skin tones. You may have noticed in my intro when I was showing the nails finished that this particular nail looked a little deeper, like more yellow, the white section, and I have no clue why, because as you can see right here, it's pretty white. I am testing out a new top coat, so I don't know if that is the reason, but I promise you normally this would not look that yellow. If you missed it at the beginning, I will show a recap at the end and you'll see what I mean. I really don't know why. The only thing I can think of is it was the top coat. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I just don't want you guys to judge this color for doing that, because I don't think it was the color, because I've used it before, but I just wanted to let you guys know that in advance. Another thing you want to make sure you do is constantly wipe your brush off. Every few strokes, go ahead, wipe it with a lint-free wipe. If you have too much product on your brush, you're gonna risk building up the nail too much. You're not gonna get as nice of a blend because you're gonna have patches that are thicker than the other. So I highly recommend wiping off the brush as often as you possibly can. And if you take off too much product, great thing is you can always add more product back on. Okay, so once again, I'm just going back in with some more white and blending it back over top. This is just a very thin coat I am doing. Another option, if you want more of like a stark white, I didn't show this in the video, I should have, but another thing you can do is use a pigmented white gel paint. Apply that first and just apply a little bit to the tip and try your best to blend it out nicely. Then go in with a layer of the milky white, blend it like you normally do, and then do your 2 coats of the peach or the pink that you're using. If you do that, the wish white or whatever milky white you end up using will look a lot more vibrant, a lot more brighter. So if you do want a brighter white, I do recommend doing that instead of going in with like a stark white to try and blend, because then it's gonna be so hard to blend it that way. And the last combo I'm showing you is Light Elegance Ideal Builder Pink. This is my personal favorite combination. If clients don't care which pink that I use, I will gravitate towards this one, as I love the stark contrast between the pink and the white. I just think it's so pretty. I really love this Ideal Builder Pink. Technically it is a builder gel, but it's almost got a little bit of a milkiness to it, so I find it blends really nicely, as well as that Fuzion Repairz. That one blends the best, but this one's probably the second best to blend. Here I'm just showing you some of the French fade nails I've done. I do them so often and I love how classy they look and they grow out so nicely. Most of my girls love it for vacation or when they have a special event and they don't know what they're wearing, because it just pairs perfectly with anything. Now I am going in with a second coat, and you'll really see with a second coat, it stands out even more. Like the pink just pops so much. So if you don't want it to be as punchy as this, you could always go in with Fuzion Repairz as your second layer of pink. It will tone down the Ideal Builder pink, the first layer, but it will still be a little bit punchy. So hopefully that just made sense. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys different options of pinks that you can use. Like I said, this one personally is my favorite. I love the contrast. Lastly, I wanted to show how to incorporate some glitter into your fade. This is called Snow Globe from Glitter Boutique Canada. I love this glitter. I use it all year round. So this swatch stick has one coat of the Fuzion Wish White and one coat of Light Elegance Ideal Builder Pink. So you can see here, the Ideal Builder Pink isn't as vibrant as if you do two coats, and it still looks great. So here I am just applying a little bit more of the Fuzion Wish White so that it has some stickiness so the glitter can adhere to it. And then I'm just sticking my Light Elegance brush into the glitter and lightly patting it into this gel that we've just applied. I did apply a very thin layer because once again we don't want this to look bulky, so this is a very thin layer that the glitter is sticking to, and I just lightly faded up the nail. I think the lighter hand you have for this, the better it's going to look. And then give this a full cure, and that's when you're going to build up the nail. And here's an up close look at all of the nails once again. As you can see, this one does look a little yellow. I don't know why. It doesn't normally look like that, so I'm assuming it's the top coat. And here is the final look. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!